What is this place? I have no memory, only the white veil of snow which swallows my world. How have I come to this place? Was it a natural disaster that... Oh, that's right. This is how I got to this world. And I customize. It's a snowy beach biome. Or should I call it? Now let's talk about the snowy beach and what the limitations are in this frozen hell world. No trees, no grass, really there are no plants at all. No animals, except for bats and glow squids. No villages, which means no villagers. That we may be able to get a villager later. So what's good? You can still find loot and mine shafts and ruined portals, but most of all shipwrecks. The land is pocked with shipwrecks, and these chests are the key to my survival. I am a scavenger in this world. I must find the ruins of a ship before the sun sets, because that's where I will find resources, like food, wood, and temporary shelter. All that's left of the world I know are these scattered vessels, ice-locked ruins of a once great civilization. I found my first shipwreck. Not too bad. I can definitely use the iron. Okay, a map of buried treasure. Look, even these feathers are valuable because there aren't any chickens in this world. The buried treasure is kind of lackluster, but there is some food. Another shipwreck. Yeah, they're pretty common. I notice the sun is setting soon, and I decide to look around this area for any other loot. That way I can bury myself inside the new shipwreck and explore its bowels after the sun has set. Since I'm taking shelter there anyway, you know. Nothing impressive in this chest, but I've got some drip, really showing off with my gold armor. By the way, these emeralds are going to be very useful in the future. You'll see why. You've probably already guessed. It's damp here in the guts of the ship, but it's home for now. You can hear monsters walking the frozen sands above. I have never felt more alone. I have been wandering this wasteland for days, sifting through the ruins of my people. And with these potatoes I've found in the shipwrecks, maybe I can start a renewable farm. It is here, enveloped by the ice, that I find many great treasures. The moss block will give me azalea trees and potentially a renewable wood source. Also carrots to add variety to my starchy diet. And my first diamond. I'm starting to get my fill of resources. That means I need to find a permanent home soon. I found this massive cave. There is a lot of potential, both in terms of resources, which might be found below, but also as a base. I like cave bases. They offer a great deal of protection once they're, illuminated. By God, it's a living skeleton, and he can shoot arrows at me, even though he doesn't have eyes. I'm finding all sorts of horrible things here. And now I know what happened to my people. They have all become zombies. Yes, come into the light so that the sun's rays can free you from your hell. I make a tiny shelter here in the water. There are no drowned zombies, so it's pretty safe. And there's my home. It's very inviting and cozy, huh? I use bone meal to spread the moss, and finally I get my first tree sapling. I put a tree above my base as a marker. Hello, little tree. Welcome back to Earth. You, my little friend, are going to be the first of many. I will watch over you, and I will grow more plants, preserving them here in my base. Let's explore the cave. It is an endless cavern, rich with coal and iron. And a witch. Was it you that did this to the world? I want to trap her because she'll be useful later. But she poisons me, and I am a coward. I wait for her to despawn, and I get the coal. Look, my first natural diamonds. I need to work on my diamond dance. Indeed, this cave never ends. Much more to explore later. For now, I have another problem. These guys have appeared. Yeah, I'm kind of sleep deprived, and I must find a bed soon. I decided that I want to make a proper home first. Something with personality. Defensively overlooking the cave's entrance. It's lovely. It just needs a bed. If only sheep hadn't gone extinct. Now, I could start a spider farm, but I'd rather invest my time looking for a mine shaft. And there are no mine shafts here, only death. I have to travel away from the base looking for other cave systems, gathering chest loot along the way. I find this one, and it's promising at first, but it eventually ends at a subterranean lake. I can go no further. As I'm returning to my base, I notice a decent-sized cave mouth right up there on the mountain. At first, it doesn't seem like there's much here other than a massive geode. It's very pretty, but I cannot make a bed from these crystals. I can make like a lovely chandelier. And then, only a small ways further, framed perfectly as if it wanted to be found, I have found my mine shaft. It'll be easy to gather string here, but there's more. Mine shafts have chests. Before going any further, I decide to make my first bed. String becomes wool, wool and wood gives me a bed. Yes, the sweetest dreams in my cobweb bed. Now if I die, I will respawn here. A chest at last. This is exactly what I was looking for. Remember when I said there might be a chance for villagers? I need golden apples to make it happen. I'm in great shape now. Home at last. It's time to place my bed beneath my own roof. Except, I will need the night again soon. I was wandering around looking for more shipwrecks when I came across this ruined portal. Another golden apple. It is time. I can make 2 villagers, and that means I can make a village. Eventually, I did capture some zombie villagers using boats. And also, there she is. I captured a witch. I then created this scenario where the witch throws splash potions at me, and hopefully it hits our zombie. However, it was taking a really long time, and the only potion she was throwing was poison. This was excruciating. I also had to make sure I didn't eat the apple by mistake. After a while, I decided that I'd rather go into the nether than have that lady throw potions at my face. Oh wow, another hell world. Not a bad nether spawn, but no fortress nearby, which is really what I'm looking for. I need the components to make my own weakness potion. Fortify your portals against ghasts. I don't really find anything near the portal. Few more biomes, but not what I want. I eventually realize I hate the nether more than anything, and I'd rather have the witch douse me with poison. But this time I have baked potatoes. They're better than carrots for saturation. Also, if you punch the witch with your bare hands, not with a weapon, you don't want to kill her, but if you attack her with your hand, I think it increases the chance of her throwing a weakness potion because she wants to weaken your attack. And eventually, it worked. I finally got my first villager. Had to move him immediately. to a safe location. Now, as we all know, if you throw enough carrots at their faces, they will get a little bit frisky. And that, of course, as science will tell you, is how babies are born. That's where babies come from. So now with the villagers reproducing and beginning to create a village, I decided I gotta make a proper home for them, a villager trading hall. And it's not too shabby. They have beds in there, they have workstations. It's honestly not that different from my own home. One morning I woke to a sound I have never heard. Someone new has arrived, and they brought some sort of weird donkeys. Who are you? You cannot speak my true name, for now you may call me the Stranger. I thought all humans were infected by the zombie disease. I am not human. I am part llama. These are my parents. Wow, this story really took a turn. You said I was chosen. Chosen for what? I have chosen you to be the shepherd of the new world. When you see me again, I will be carrying living artifacts from a time before the Great Freeze. It will be your duty to protect these plants and cultivate a new Garden of Eden, so that the people you have saved will have a green, living world to call their home. I see. For now, I bring these rare flowers. Keep them safe, for they are the last of their kind. Wow. I think you can see that this has become a riveting tale of conservation and survival. And just as mysteriously as he appeared, the stranger vanished, wandering off like some sort of meandering salesman. I know now what I must do. I need to make a sanctuary for the plant life that once covered this earth. A sanctuary using sustainable resources and clean redstone energy. And my greatest task, to teach these people that the planet is not theirs to destroy, but to care for, to remind them that they are not only a part of nature, but guardians of the natural world, lest we all forget. But first, let's get some sick trades, huh? Welcome back to hell. I mean, my base. I need to name this place. It's quickly becoming a village. To recap, I am in a snowy beach single biome world. There are no natural trees, animals, or villagers, but we do have azalea trees. I grew them from mossy blocks, which we found in shipwrecks, and I converted zombie villagers using golden apples I found in loot chests. And they are working out really well. I'm glad they're getting nerfed. This is way too OP. I must care for these people, for they are the future of our species. I have been working on my base, just tidying it up, making some clear paths, adding some greenery to make it feel alive. In fact, I'm doing so well that I have the opportunity now to just relax, go fishing. And honestly, this is the only way to get fish. They don't spawn in this world. It might be the only way to get squid ink for dye in this specific biome, right? I have a beautiful orange cat. I used the cod I caught to tame this little goober. So that's big. Cats. I have cats. And I found this skelly spawner just beneath my base. Very useful for bone meal and XP. I make a proper farm. All in all, I'm surviving, but the stranger had a task for me. I eventually do want to make a proper sanctuary for the various plant life the stranger is bringing to me. I also want to focus on sustainability, meaning auto farms, but I'm also looking at architectural ideas that promote like a healthy relationship with the environment. There's a YouTube channel I watch called Dami Lee. Check out her channel. I was really inspired by her video on solar punk, a sort of positive spin on cyberpunk, like that dystopian cyberpunk. This is more utopian. The link to the video is in the description. But first, it's time to explore the Nether. I need to find blazes if I plan on beating the game. I may as well go now so that I can also make potions, with the blaze powder and nether wart. And in a land as barren and limited as the snowy beach, there are some colorful blocks here that I can bring back for my builds. I found my first nether fortress in this basalt delta. I don't mind this biome really. A lot of people don't like it. I just bridge and break until I'm through. Bridge and break. This was the lamest fortress. Okay, so there's some decent spawners, but there were no chests and no nether wart. I'm about to give up when I follow this section to the edge, and looking over, that looks like a completely new nether fortress. And this one has chests and nether wart. Who's a winner? I am. What's that sound? Santa? It's Santa, isn't it? I was so good except for the villager I suffocated with sand because he angered me. Oh, it's you. You killed a human because they frustrated you? I don't know if I can even trust you with these rare items. I'm speechless. Prezzies! Santa bring prezzies. Holy cow, pine. Okay, I would have loved a second tree sapling, but pine is huge. This is going to help me immensely. You are preserving the plants I bring you, correct? You are taking better care of these plants than you are the human slaves you have, yes? Okay, goodbye. I'll see you soon. Okay. I will return. You are sadly the only choice I have. I wish I had another choice. Thanks. And I get right to it, growing the gigantic pine trees. Of course, I will keep some saplings in a small chest with the flowers. I want to build a proper tree sanctuary, but I need a lot of resources first. And I may as well get some stuff out of the way. The stronghold, dragon, etc. I am watching you, exit flagger. For now I will let you live, but if you do not commit to protecting this world, I will have to reveal my true nature. What are you doing to that tree? He's great, that stranger. He always gives me 2 leads, which is crazy. How does that even happen? Back to the immediate task. I find the stronghold. And I'm actually amazed. I dug right into the portal room. That's never happened. I mean, it always happens because it's total skill. No good loot. Well, there's a template and a lot of books, but no loot really. I go home to prep for the dragon fight. I'm not good at it. You can make your jokes. The dragon scares me. The very thought of it has made me wee my pantaloons. And now it's time for my epic dragon fight. There it is. You get it. You've seen dragon fights. I don't know. Should I have roleplayed the whole thing? Oh, what is this place, this land at the end of time? Did the stranger ask me to do this? No, he didn't. He will be very angry that I killed the most endangered animal in the game. The end cities are the real point, and the elytra within those cities is the hyper real point. And the shulker chests. And I just want to get this behind me so I can focus on what's really important. Building a house for my stonemasons. Okay, I'm not great with priorities, but these folks are going to be very influential on my building capabilities. It's literally the only way I can get terracotta. I like these colors for a snowy biome. The splash of cyan with the brown and the white, it just feels correct. Oh, geez, he's back again. With some real crap. I mean, thank you for the pressies, Mr. Stranger. I have returned to give you an ultimatum. Along with these new items, you now have an assortment of rare objects that must be protected. If you do not create a protective sanctuary for all of the items I have brought to you, you will die. Wait, what? An agonizing death. Alright, hold on a second, you psychopath. You do not know when I will return to judge you. I would make haste. Stop throwing emeralds at me. And you know what? The stranger is right to be mad at me. I've been just goofing off. What have I been doing? Just horsing around like a horse. So I've gathered all of the items that I could remember getting from the Wandering Trader, and I think I lost some. That's not great. That's not good. He's not going to like that. I'm pretty sure I lost some of the flowers that he gave me. But I have Poppy, which I got from from killing a golem. So maybe that'll make up for it. A lot of pufferfish. I see. Okay. So these are all the items, right, that the trader has given me that I didn't already have. I mean, he brought pumpkins and stuff like that. I already have that stuff. So what do I have to do? I have to make an aquarium for the pufferfish, and we could put the fire coral in that aquarium, keep it alive inside the water there. Vines. All right. I guess. I mean, I don't have these in this world. How do I preserve vines? I think I'll create a garden, like a greenhouse type garden, and have the flowers and vines. Maybe not the trees, just the flowers. Maybe we'll put the vines in there somewhere. I don't know. I kind of want to build them in the cave first, although I'm very indecisive. We could create a sort of glass igloo over all of this. That's a huge project. We're going to go back to the cave. There's a lot of potential here. I think we can make some cool looking sort of fancy high-tech builds. You know, one of the ideas I had that I haven't really mentioned is that I'm sort of starting with this medieval style, if you even want to call it that. I want to upgrade as we go. The more times we see the stranger, the more types of wood and materials that I have to build with. That reminds me, he gave me oak saplings. I can get bees now. Interesting. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is show you my new custom tree over here. Wow, I really did not accomplish anything in this video. But I am going to end this one on a quick little tutorial on how to build custom trees, because I have strong opinions about it, and I think a lot of YouTubers are making them incorrectly. So first, you can't have like fat trunks. The trunk should always be pretty thin compared to the foliage. Now, what I have here isn't quite doing it because I ran out of leaves, but I like the overall organic shape. So the trunk tapers, right? It starts wide and ends at the tiniest little peak. You want to use fence gates at the top of the tree for the smaller branches, and eventually you could use glass or just empty air and just make it kind of airy and open at the top. But the idea, though, is to make sure that there are more leaves than tree trunk. A lot more, like 3 to 1. Even this is not enough of a leaf crown. But I like the shape of it. I like the overall look of this tree. I'm proud of it. That's why I'm showing it off. It's a little thing, I know, but I like it. It still looks like an azalea tree, but it's a little more, custom. That's fantastic. All right, what do I have to do? Next episode, we're going to save the planet. Until then, I will see you in the next episode, Chapter 3 of Frozen Hell World. Welcome back to my hell world, which is a living hell. No, it's fun. I'm having fun. But I am in a hurry. I've got to get something done quick before the stranger returns, because if I don't, I am a dead man. If you do not create a protective sanctuary for all of the items I have brought to you, you will die. Wait, what? The stranger's gonna kill me if I don't do this. Oh. Okay, so these are the items that the stranger gave to me and has asked me to protect. And more than that, I have to create some sort of structures to hold and conserve these items. So I think an aquarium is obvious, but I don't have a lot of time. So there's something I want to do with these oak saplings. And these flowers. Let's use these. It's going to be difficult in a short amount of time to get everything done that he wants me to get done. So I'm going to do something else. I hope this works. I actually do not know if it's going to work. So you can see what I'm doing, right? Planting oak saplings in front of flowers. I think this only works with oak and birch. It's not a very high chance, but eventually you will get a beehive. Like so. Welcome back to Earth, my bee bros. While waiting to show my bee bros to the stranger, I decided to mess around with the masons, and I got some dripstone. Pretty big because I can't get dripstone in any other way on this planet. Only one of these masons is selling it, which is kind of crazy. I'm so bored I go ahead and begin on the dripstone farm, but I need stalactites. Maybe the stranger will bring those dripstone prezzies. Foreshadowing. I was trading with a Fletcher when all of a sudden... Whoa, where did you come from? Another dimension. Okay. What is back there? This is very interesting. Nothing. There is nothing back here. Now tell me truthfully, Exit Flagger, did you do what I asked, or will I have to destroy you? Hold on 1 second. Just give me a sec. Jeez. I have to show you something. My patience is depleted. You are out of time. I'm still making the sanctuaries, but look. Please look. Come here, bee. What is this? A honeybee? That's right. I brought back the bees. But how could you do what I could not? Ha. Well, it's very simple, really. It involved oak saplings and flowers, which I got those from you. I'm actually surprised you don't know how to do it yourself. Very well, Exit Flagger. You have impressed me. I am not going to kill you after all. And that's how I saved Christmas. He sold me some more stuff, including pointed drippies, which I honestly had no idea this was going to happen. How could I? It's kind of perfect. No saplings. Kelp might be interesting. I guess I have to preserve the kelp now. Great. So now the stranger and I are true besties. I really wish he would bring me some saplings, because that's what friends do for each other. Anyway, it's time to actually make these sanctuaries that I've promised. I always had a vision that there would be a sort of clinical lab space in the back caves here. Very modern and clean. And don't forget the aquarium. Same aesthetic, but closer to my base over here. You know, with the dripstone that I got from the stranger, I've got guys giving me dripstone. But look, with the dripstone spikes, whatever these are called, stalactites, I've got some lava here. I didn't film it, but I burned myself alive. And we've got water, so I can grow some more of these spikies. I could use another one over here. Right? We're going to see if this fills. This is my new lava source. I got to move this. I got to have an actual, like, mini super smelter. Like, not super. What would it be? If it's not a super smelter, but it's better than, like, an adequate smelter. Somewhere with, like, where I'm cooking everything and the lava's right next to it. This is not big enough anymore. I need a new home. But that's not what we're doing. Eventually, I need to give myself a new home. It's as simple as that, really. But today, we're going to create an aquarium. Little tiny little aquarium here. I mean, it's bigger than the one that I had as a child in my home, but smaller than the Boston aquarium. Okay, so it's in the middle there. Exactly between those two. And how are we going to do that, Exit Flagger? First, water bucket clutch. And what do I need to... It's a good question, actually. I'm just filling this up with water, and I haven't even decided what I'm gonna do here. I've got some blocks with me: mud, dirt, sand, mossy cobblestone. We're gonna use this to kind of decorate. Yeah, I could put some of this stuff down now and just make my life easier. It's just like less that I have to fill with water, you know? So, easy. Gotta fill every freaking block, don't I? Do I? Got kelp too, and that's going in here. The kelp is going in here. You know what I think I should do last? The pufferfish. Yeah, I am. Trust me, I'm smart enough to know that the pufferfish go last. Don't worry about me. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, I'm drowning. I'm dead. I'm gonna drown. Okay. Not great. I'll be honest, it doesn't look perfect. What on earth? Oh, come on. I thought they fixed the walls. And voila. It's quite simple, you see. You need solid blocks of glass to hold in the water. Otherwise, it won't work. Everyone knows that. How does it look? Ouch. Get out. Why is this happening? You guys ready for your new home? Oh, look how happy they are in there. They're so happy. Look at them. Oh, they're actually kind of cute. Okay. So we are preserving the pufferfish. We have saved their lives as well as the fire coral. Now, that means that this doesn't make a whole lot of sense over here. What do I want to do? I should have thought this through. Because there really should be a little walkway in front of the actual aquarium, right? I mean, I should be able to view it from someplace that makes sense. Good. Okay. With the aquarium finished and Puff Daddy's doing puff things, it's time to return to the other build. Looking good, but now we have to get the interiors resolved. I'm using bone blocks because of the skelly spawner. I just have a ton of bone. A little quartz mixed in as well. and natural lights. So I'm all done with the structures that I wanted to build here. I've got the aquarium here, and look at these guys. I kind of love having these pufferfish here. They're kind of fun. They blow up when you get close like little balloons. They're so happy to see me. But I want to extend the walkway. Kind of make more of a walkway past the aquarium, and especially create a real solid path leading to, ta-da, my little sanctuary canisters. I don't know what I'm even going to call these. Let's look inside. I'm going to bring some villagers in here. They're going to be my scientists trying to research the lily pads that the stranger brought us. Oh, how do these work? How do we propagate and conserve? Conservation, and propagation. Upstairs we have, I got to put some other things in here. Well, we got vines. They're studying vines up here. Spoiler, the vines are going to cover everything. They cover every block. They're already covering the inside of the glass. Yeah, this is just going to be completely covered in vines. But that's good. We only had 12 vines to start with, so we are propagating and conserving the vines. And I'll have some other stuff in here, too. The scientists will have all kinds of things to play with. Maybe we'll put some saplings in some pots for them to take a look at. Oh, yes. Okay. So I left a little opening here because there's this big cave in the back. Actually, it goes back even further. You go back here, you can see... got this aquifer, underground pond. Oh, it goes down even further down here. And over here, this cave just goes on forever, right? But there's a lot back here that I could actually still kind of work with. If I need the space, I've got it. And I think I will. I think I'll use this for an auto farm of some sort. And it'll just be kind of hidden behind these sort of futuristic research tubes. I think they look great, actually, in the cave. What does it look like when you fly in? I mean, even from here, look at it. It looks pretty good. I think it's starting to look kind of cool. Yeah, they look pretty good. But I want to get a proper walkway back here. Clean this up a little bit, and I want to terraform the cave wall, make it mossier, more textured. You'll see in a second. You'll see exactly what I mean. Oh, I've got a creeper farm back here. Look, see, not too bad. Look, I don't use rockets very much. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, there was a. Looks like there were some skellies in here. Why would there be maybe the jockeys? Yeah, they're spawning on spiders. Okay. Tons of gunpowder. For me, at least, I'm not using rockets for very much. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just using the rockets here in my base, and I honestly, I don't use them very often. So that's the plan. Let's do that. So I terraformed the cave walls, just some random blocks to sort of contain my base. As I was transforming the wall in the back, I had a vision of a proper greenhouse framed by the cave here, so I kept building. Slightly different block palette. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good am I as a builder? I would say that I'm like a 6. What's that? A 9? A 10? You're too kind. A 20 million? Okay, you're just being ridiculous. Go to your room. I bring the bees over so that we can protect and propagate them and study them in this very scientific setting. So I've been waiting for the stranger to come back, and he is not going to return ever again. Seriously, it's been over 100 days in the game since I last saw the Wandering Trader. I think it's broken. In character, though, I think he's very proud of me and doesn't think I need his help any longer. So I think that's where we're going to end this. Come back soon for the 4th and final episode in the Hellworld trilogy. That's a Douglas Adams joke. I know what a trilogy is. We'll see if the stranger ever does return to my bosom. What is he talking about? Okay, goodbye. Here I was minding my own business, starting on a protective wall around my base. I wanted to create a sort of massive, greenhouse kind of structure, but before I could finish the walls, you came back. Yes, Exit Flagger. It looks like you're building some sort of defensive structure around the village. Yeah, you mean a wall? I'm building a wall. I see. Very well, you may have a new tree. Whoa, that's actually amazing. Mangrove is it's like one of my favorite wood types. It's also my least favorite tree to farm. I'll take the flowers and lily pads because I know you want me to save them from extinction. We know each other so well, Exit Flagger. We really do. We really do. Okay, goodbye. Looked like the game was paused. Why is the trader so still? Okay, I got my first tree, my first mangrove tree. That's pretty exciting, right? I got to cut that down. But also, I really think I need to get rid of what I've started here. This is not looking great to me. And there's something I've been playing with in creative, and it doesn't look great in creative either. So I don't know why I gave myself a green light to do this. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay. We're going to get rid of it. And I got to get rid of this. Do I have inventory space? You don't use a shovel. You do this. Okay. All right, I'm going to get rid of these, and I'm going to do something else. And then what I'm going to do is just lay a foundation here all the way around using the bricks, nether bricks. And so I begin the mega structure that is going to surround my base. A simple framework and a lot of glass. Between villagers and an entire planet covered in sand, I wasn't really worried about running out of glass. Look at his blue eyes. You're very pretty. We'll get you some fish here. Hey, so I'm done with the ceiling. You can see this thing is pretty lopsided. There's a couple things I like, up here. I actually think this is a good shape. I swear I was not going for an actual circle because I don't think our circle would fit the space very well. This is not dead center in the space. This little area, this little extra kind of thing. I don't know, it just needed something. I had initially planned on having, I don't know, like a pyramid or something kind of up here. Like having it come to a point with the glass. But I kind of like that you can fly in this way. Because I got to finish this. So I'm done with the ceiling, completely covered in glass. I don't like the snow. I got to deal with that next. Eventually I'll cover the sides here. I need more glass. This is all I have left. So I need more glass. Now that this is covered, I want a landscape because snow is not going to fall here anymore. The whole area is covered. We'll see what we can do. But the big thing now is to get rid of the snow because I want to be able to see the sky. And I have an idea. I think one of the things I want to do is use this this lichen. Oops, I probably should have used shears. Oh, I have shears. Yeah, why don't I get it from somewhere else? Anyways, I want to use the lichen. I'm not even sure if it's going to work up there. Does lichen stick on glass? I've never actually tried it. Let's go to bed and try it. Yeah, we'll wake up and then we'll give it a shot. There must be some down here somewhere, right? Yeah. It's not that I need all of it gone. I don't mind a little bit of snow up here. So maybe it'll just be patches of lichen, a little bit of string, really kind of like randomize it. It actually adds to the effect of it being a sort of sanctuary in a snow biome if there's a little bit of snow up here to remind us, you know? Does that make sense? I hope so. Probably going to get a lot more string, but I'll have to go to a spider spawner for a few hours to get it. I begin transforming a bit around the base, using moss blocks for grass, because let me remind you, grass does not exist in this world. So I want it to be green, and this is the best way I can think of. I'm not adding too many details or planting that many trees yet. We'll see. Maybe by the end of the episode, it will be completely transformed. I guess we'll see. Here's a view at night. It looks so warm and inviting, and a little green showing through the glass. I was wandering around near the Spidey spawner, and I saw this bee flying around. I know it's one of mine because bees don't naturally spawn here. So I do what every good bee dad does, and I lead my little friend back to the safety of our base. He is very happy and very cute. Well, look who's back. On top of my roof, no less. Hello? You have done well, Exit Flagger. So he mostly has junk, more plants for me to preserve, great. But then he said this. You have protected your people and the rare organisms I have brought to you. It is time for you to receive your final reward. Wait, reward? The most valuable thing you can imagine. But first you must defeat Ted. Wait, what? Who's Ted? This is Ted. And with that, he summoned a warden. Ted's a warden. That's who Ted is. And he's a very special warden that got himself stuck underneath the ice somehow. And so I just waited for him to die on his own. Not really the epic battle I had planned for, in this finale, but I acted courageously and therefore I am truly a hero. I'm not going to let you take that away from me. His voice was calling me to this cave below. Where is that sound coming from? This waterfall? Is that a secret cave? What is this place? It was left long ago for a hero just like you, Exit Flagger. Open the chest and find the greatest treasure known to man. Whoa, a grass block. The most important and rare block in the entire world. I thought it was just a legend, but here it is in my very hands. Grass. 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 And I put the grass down and I let it spread. Many of you will say I'm cheating by getting grass from creative mode, but look, that's not even really what happened. The stranger gave it to me. It was the stranger. So, as the moon is rising, I'm returning to my little base here. Can I go through the keyhole? Yeah, easy. Oh. It's been pretty well transformed. And, I've got some trees growing. I'm turning this into a little mangrove swamp down here with a single mangrove tree. That constitutes a swamp. Let's go nighty-night, just so we can see it in the daylight. Couple things I want to show you. Look, I got tropical fish in here. You can't see them because of the puffer. There's one right up there. See them? They're all up in this little corner here. And the pufferfish love their new friends. So that's fantastic. We've got a proper habitat starting here. We are regrowing a living green world filled with life and animals and plants and maybe insects. I don't know. There are spiders nearby. And look, check this out. Grass. We've got grass. And I'm going to keep it mixed with the moss. I kind of like, like two different kind of grass types. But check this. Flowers. I kind of wanted a different kind of flower than the one I can get from killing these guys. Let's see. Ooh, yellow flowers. Now, do we get the blue ones? Do I get blue flowers? Are you really watching this? Okay, watch. Nope. I know he loves these. He loves these poppies. This? Is that what you want? Okay. Good boy. All right, I didn't get any. Oh, no. Oh, he's coming. This is it. It's not... I just landed and gave you like the worst possible view. Wow, there's nothing here. I know, but I'm done. I really am truly done with this world and this series. Look, I killed Ted and won the greatest prize known to mankind. And I think these humans, with their golem friends, they can take care of this on their own. They're going to keep growing trees in my absence. I really wish that oak would grow behind me as I'm talking. Let's see if it does it. What else do I have to say here for this oak to grow out of my ear behind me? Oh, please let it happen. Yeah, I think the humans can now learn from all that I have taught them. And since the stranger said that I am an actual hero, he said he's going to teleport me to a new world that desperately needs me. A world full of trees. Come on, I want that tree to grow behind me. For I have saved these people and imprisoned them. I mean, gave them a new home. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here. I could maybe I'll come back and work on this on my own just for fun. You know, when I first found this place, I forgot that someone wanted to kill me over here. I guess he's over it. All right, well, that's good because I had completely forgotten. When I first found this place, I don't know if you remember, maybe I'll put in a little montage of how, I'll do that right now while I'm talking. So when I first came here, I saw the potential, and this is kind of the potential that I saw. This is kind of it. Obviously, I could do a lot more. I could build a lot more here. I just like the landscape, and I like this little hole, or little cave base, and the exterior base. All right, stranger. I'm ready. Wait, I didn't say goodbye to my cat. I know I have multiple cats, but the inside cat is the main cat. I never named him, but I love him. Goodbye, farmers. I spent a lot of time with these guys. So I'm going to go say goodbye to them. And it's already nighttime. I've been talking for a full day. Or is it snowing? Ooh, it's snowing out. Well, that's fitting, for we are now leaving this snowy world to let these humans continue the work that I have started. But when I come back, I am sure that this will all have buildings and things. That is not going to grow. This oak tree is angering me. And in anger, it is how I shall leave this place. Let me stand on the mangrove. All right, stranger, it's time. Take me to the new world that you have told me is full of trees, which is pretty good. I don't see why it's in trouble if it has trees. What's happening? Whoa. What? Where am I? What is this place? It's just one giant dark forest. So dark and so emo. That's awesome. Wow. Look at this structure over here. This landscape over here. Wow. I am going to live over here. Or am I? I don't know. But I hope you come back to see what happens to me in this new, crazy new world of trees. Finally, I finally have trees everywhere. I'll see you in the next episode.